Welcome to Virtual Happy Hour, guys. Pleased to have you join me again this evening. We are now in the second week of our cocktail curriculum, and today I'm going to be making a vodka cocktail by popular demand. Several of you said that you have a bottle of vodka in your pantry or in your home bar and you'd like to put that to good work. So I've made it a bit more interesting by infusing the vodka with green tea. So I took 2 green tea bags and I put that in half a cup of vodka for 2 to 3 hours to let it really infuse with that green tea flavor and get some nice color as well. Hopefully you came prepared tonight and did that before we begun as well. As you can see, I'm dressed a bit more casually today. That's because I'm still wearing my workout gear. Have I worked out today? No. But I might, and I'm holding out hope by keeping this attire on and just layering over this denim shirt. So keep your fingers crossed. Will I work out after having this cocktail? Probably not, but I'm not gonna rule it out entirely. So let's go ahead and get started. So here, as you can see, I'm using vodka, but here is the green tea infusion. You can see it has a nice kind of like yellowy amber tone to it from the green tea infusion. I have fresh lemon, so I hope you've been stocking up on your citrus because you'll have noticed that that's a key component in pretty much all the cocktails that we've made or will be making. I've also got some Perrier or soda water, use what you have on hand. I've got our honey syrup, which we made yesterday, so I'm just making sure we're putting that to good use again. And then I have, you probably don't have this, but if you do, great, feel free to use it. I have this incredible Domaine de Canton French ginger liqueur. It is incredible, it is nectar of the gods. It's very expensive, it's like $50 a bottle, but I certainly recommend this particular liqueur if you haven't had it before. It is divine. So I'm going to be using a little bit of that, but don't stress if you don't have it. This cocktail is still going to be great without that. It just adds a little bit of flavor. In terms of tools, we're using our shaker, jigger, citrus juicer, and I've got a knife just to cut my lemon, and we're going to be doing a different garnish today, very simple. And I've got a Collins glass in terms of glassware today. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to use 2 ounces of our green tea infused vodka. And we're just going to put this directly into the shaker. And then I'm going to use about 3/4 of an ounce of this ginger liqueur. Again, if you don't have it, don't stress. Just live your best life. And then now I'm gonna do 1/2 ounce of our honey syrup. Got a little bit more in there than I needed. So basically what we're doing is kind of like an alcoholic tea concoction, right? I think we all enjoy that kind of fresh flavor of, iced green tea with a bit of lemon. I'm really adding flavor with the ginger and the honey, kind of giving you that sort of healing flavor. So we're gonna use 1/2 ounce of freshly squeezed lemon juice. And we're gonna put that in there. All right, so that's it for the ingredients. We're not adding the soda water into the shaker. That will make it explode. The kind of shaker I'm using is called a cobbler shaker. There are a number of different styles of shakers. There's a Boston shaker, which is the glass and the metal tin, and they fit together and they shake. You may have seen bartenders using it. I once saw someone using that who was serving drinks at a wedding, and they ended up throwing the entire cocktail into a piece of art. So it's a bit trickier to use. I think cobbler shakers are a bit more comfortable for a lot of home bartenders, but you might have an 1828 set, which is 2 metal tins that fit together, a little bit less dicey than the glass and metal tin because the glass can sometimes break and make a mess or end up on art behind you, which isn't ideal. Or there's a Parisian shaker, which is kind of similar to a cobbler shaker, but just has 2 pieces instead of 3. It's a very beautiful, very elegant cocktail shaker as well. So there's a few different options. One of the downfalls of a cobbler shaker is that as I shake this and the ice dilutes, the volume increases inside the shaker and it creates a vacuum, which can make it hard to get this top off. So something to be mindful of and to anticipate. And also don't overfill this, especially if we're using egg whites. or something that's really gonna froth, like chickpea brine or aquafaba, as I talked about last week, because if you try to make 2 drinks in one shaker, you definitely run the risk of having it explode on you, and you don't want that, so just be cautious. So we're not shaking it too long on this one because we are going to be adding ice to our cocktail. So we're just going to strain it directly into the Collins glass. And then I'm going to add ice. So I have these really cool Collins glass shaped ice cubes. So I'm going to drop that in. And then I'm just going to top it up with a bit of the soda water. It's a very pretty cocktail. And then we're just going to cut off a piece of lemon because we're just going to garnish with lemon wheel. If you have fresh mint, feel free to add that. That'll be really nice in this cocktail as well. So I'm just making a small incision at the bottom of the lemon wheel. I'm just going to put it on the edge of the cocktail like that. And there you are. Cheers. Probably better to serve this with a straw. But this is delicious, super refreshing, like a beautiful green iced tea